Hey traders, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And this video is going to show you how to draw supply and demand trade zones. These are just based off of support resistance levels, but more of a supply and demand type of a trade when you're looking for stocks to pull back at. But real quick, make sure you check out my new Discord chat room, stocks and S&P Emini future chat rooms, 2 of them. So whichever one you trade, jump in that room. I give trade alerts and all that. So make sure you sign up. Links down below in the description or on the screen. But let's jump into this video and how to draw supply and demand zones. So what we see is a big move up, right? We're looking at GameStop. We're using a 2-minute time period. You can use any time period you want, but what we want is we want to look for specific things that are going on, right? And that's kind of the secret sauce, the bread and butter of the supply and demand zone. So we could see price rallied, right? We'll just look at this, rallied, made a high, pulled back and broke our waterfall, right? That's kind of the very first thing we want to look at. And then the very next candle took off and broke back above, right? So we were bullish, went bearish, bullish again, okay, and start to move higher with kind of authority a little bit, right? Big green bar. But then we kind of broke lower, same exact thing here, right? Broke down, went bearish, and then boom, higher. And then we had a pause. Let's focus on this, right? So we have a big move higher, a pause, and then another massive move. This is what we like, is this massive move. When we see that, we want to look for a pullback of knowing that, yes, we are in an uptrend. We're making higher highs and higher lows, right? But where would we draw our zone? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for my zone probably somewhere based on this red candle right here. Now, depending on how wide the candle is, what the range is, things like that, I would probably look for a trade zone somewhere along the lines of here, just kind of above the open of this red candle, right? And then just below the close a little bit. So let's take that, let's move it a day forward, right? Now, I would also say probably this trade zone right here, because look at this, indecision, big power move up for the next candle that took out that prior high. I would probably look at that as a trade zone too, okay? And then finally, you could do this one, but let's just focus on these two and see what happens, right? And remember, I wouldn't draw them this close. If I had to, I'd probably only do one, and I would probably do this top one versus the bottom, but let's see what happens with both of them on the pullback. So what we're looking for is when price pulls back, we want to see a bounce. This is our entry. Maybe we give it a little room to the backside of the zone. If it overshoots it a little bit, sometimes it will. We don't want to kind of get stopped out prematurely, but maybe you put your stop in under the whole number of things like that. But let's see what happens as price comes down. Look at this. So price comes right down, okay, and we come right essentially to this breakout level right here, because think about it, right? We made a high, pulled back, and then boom, took out that high. Okay, so look at what price did. It came exactly right to the double top high, acted as a support, and then bounced a little bit. Let's see what happens as we carry on, right? So price kind of bounced. Now, would I take this trade zone? No, because we missed this trade zone by about a point. Okay, if it bounces and it comes all the way back down, do I really want to take this? No, I would actually not take this one, but now I really like this trade zone even better, right? So I will leave this one here, but let's see what price does. And look at that. Price just flushes right through. Okay. Overshoots it. And look at this, right? Misses this trade zone just by maybe about 50 cents or so. And then you get that bounce, right? And then when we bounce, because we came so close, do I want to take this trade zone? Nope, because we missed it the first time. My rule for taking these zones are the very first touch only, and if I miss it by a little bit, I'm okay. I move on and go look for something else, because this is what happens when these supply and demand zones don't work, right? I'll start doing more videos on this technique in the coming days and weeks and all that, so you guys could see good ones, bad ones, and all that. But I just want to show you a quick one of how I draw the trade zones and kind of just get our feet wet of how to trade these. So if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments below. But as always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.